this lesson, I just want to let you know that this lesson is coming from this book, and this is Microsoft's #1 selling Excel book, and they asked Dr. Winston to write it. And the reason I'm telling you this isn't to buy the book. The content's free. Like we're posting YouTube videos, right? It's more to let you know that you're getting a world-class education if you just watch the content. The video's there, just watch the whole thing. And if you have any questions, just let us know. We're more than happy to help. The only requirement, if I answer the question or if Dr. Winston does, is that we can make the video so more people can watch it, right? So we can have the solution for you guys and girls, and then we can post it to where other people can find it valuable. And again, underneath in the description, there are going to be the start files and the ending files, meaning you can download them, no email, we don't need anything, just click on the link, you'll automatically download the files, and you can follow along, and you can have the formulas in your spreadsheet, or in Dr. Winston's spreadsheet. And then we do offer a free 21-day course. Again, the link is in the description, or you can go to excelwithwayne.com/free. And so yeah, but again, if you do like this video, if you could comment, and if you could like it and subscribe. And the reason for this is not just to be notified, because you will every time we post a video, and we're trying to post, I don't know, we're trying to do 3 a week, but I'm going to start making content as well, and we should hopefully be able to do 1 a day. And so yeah, but also the bigger benefit is that if you think the content is valuable, then by liking and commenting and subscribing to the channel, more people will see it. The algorithm of YouTube will push the video to more people. And so we just want to make sure that we can reach as many people as we want. It's free, it's YouTube, right? So like the content is there, and so we hope you find it valuable. And again, if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll be monitoring it. And I'm more than happy to help, more than happy to answer. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.
In this video, we're going to teach you about the relatively new IFS function, which was introduced to Office 365, I believe, in February 2016. If, like me, you write nested if statements fairly often, and I'll demonstrate what these are in a second, it's been pretty painful. And the IFS function can relieve some of your pain. So here's an example. Let's suppose if you order up to 500 units, you pay $3 a unit. Between 501 and 1,200 units, you pay $2.70 a unit. Between 1,201 and 2,000 units, you pay $2.30 a unit. If you order more than 2,000 units, you pay $2 a unit. Okay, so we want to write an if statement that would basically tell us, given the order quantity, what's the cost? Well, here it is. So we'd say if the order quantity is less than or equal to the first cutoff, we use the range name. Since cut 1 is basically a cell address, Excel put an underscore in. But if what we order is less than the first cutoff, we pay the first price. If that's not true, we write another if with the left parentheses. Check if we're less than the second cutoff, we pay the second price. And if that's not true, we see if what we ordered is less than or equal to the third cutoff, we pay the third price. Otherwise, we pay the fourth price. Okay, so we could copy that down. Okay, the formula text there is what I'm showing. This is the actual formula. Okay, you can see that works for these 4 cases. But that's really painful. I got to again type those multiple ifs, and I've got to type the left parentheses, and I got to figure out how many parentheses at the end. So the if function makes that really a lot simpler. So what I do is I do if s, and then I just write the first condition. If the order quantity is less than or equal to the first cutoff, then what do I want there? I want that first price. Now, if that's not true, I'm going to have to stop myself from typing an if because I'm so used to it. Check if the order quantity is less than or equal to the second cutoff. And then we'll try the second price. And if that's not true, we'll see if the order quantity is less than or equal to the third cutoff, and then we'll pay the third price. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. If none of those conditions are true, you could say if the order quantity is greater than 2,000, but I'd rather put the word true there, because we often have to do that. In other words, if none of the first three conditions are hold, then true's like a placeholder. What do you do if none of your conditions are true? Well, you charge $2. And now I only need 1 right parentheses, thankfully. Okay, so there it's $3, and if I copy that down, it's 270, 230, and 2. And if you want to see that formula for contrast, It's so much better. Okay, because you can see comparing this, I don't have to write the multiple ifs, the left parentheses, and think about the right parentheses at the end. Well, let's talk about the game of craps here. Okay, 2, 3, or 12, the first toss you lose. 7 or 11, you win. Otherwise, you keep going. So here's our usual formula for craps. Okay, if we throw a 2, 3, or 12, we lose. If we throw a 7 or 11, we win. Otherwise, we keep going. So I need to have that second if, the left parentheses, add a right parentheses on the end. But with IFS, this is much easier. Okay, so here's the formula that I would use. I would say IFS, and I'd say, okay, in other words, I did a formula text here. There's the actual formula. So if I do IFS, and if I throw a 2, 3, or 12, I put the word lose there. If that's not true, I check that I get a 7 or 11, put the word win there. Then the placeholder true, and if none of these first two OR conditions are true, then basically I put the word keep going there. And basically, that's a wrap. That shows you how much easier the IFS can be, particularly if you have 5 or 10 nested ifs in one cell. It just got to be so bad I would always break them up, but now I'm not sure I have to.
All right, so now that you watched the video, we hope you like this stuff. I mean, we're going to be posting a lot of content, hopefully. The goal is to do 2 to 3 of Dr. Winston's videos a week, and then 3 to 4 or 5. The goal is 1 a day, so 7 of me producing content or me answering questions, from people and stuff like that. I mean, you guys probably don't know me, and girls, but I'm an alumni of Dr. Winston's. I am a consultant in Excel. I do this stuff for a living. And so, yeah, if you have any questions on this or in general, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Not so much just so you get a update, but more because, if you think this video is good or you like the content and you think other people will like the content as you like and as you comment and as you subscribe, YouTube, the algorithm is going to push this to other people. It's gonna be on their homepage, people searches and stuff like that. And so our goal is to get this content out, to as many people as possible. I mean, it's free, but it's really, really good. I'm an alumni, again, of Dr. Winston's, and I can personally, vouch for it because I was in his classes. I took all of his classes. I took his marketing analytics. I took his data modeling class, his stats class, his financial analytics class. Like, I've done it all. And it's just amazing content. And the challenge with YouTube is there's not in-depth content as to where with this you have really, really in-depth content. And so, yeah, any questions, let me know, leave a comment, and I'll be there to help. Thanks.